Welcome, High Vibe Tribe. This is my YouTube channel, Divine Hippie 2222. Today, I'm going to do the reading for the energy, the general reading for the energy and the collective of water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So we are a learning channel. We are learning about cards. We're learning about raising our vibration. We are learning about how to change our mindset so that we change our outcomes. So thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I want you to know that I really do appreciate it. We are a learning and growing channel, so things happen for us instead of to us. They are opportunities so that we can learn, grow, and develop from them. My readings are timeless, so you see them when you're meant to see them, whenever you're drawn to them. I always get hung up because I always forget to mention something here or something there or whatever. So bear with me. I apologize. So if you, everyone knows that they have an astrological sign based on their birthday, but there are more signs in your birth chart than just your birthday astrological sign. You can go to www.astro.com. The link is below in the description box. And that way you can see what other signs are in your chart. So if this message resonates for you and you want to know more, check out the messages for the other signs that are present in your chart. Then, if the message resonates with you, go and get a personal reading done. I'm working on getting set up for personal readings. Not quite there yet. So if you know me personally and you would like a reading, you know how to get in contact with me. Feel free to reach out. We can work something out. So let's see. My readings are timeless. You see them when you're meant to see them. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't try to shove yourself into a box, okay? I am trying to work on the length of my videos, so I've already pre-shuffled and pre-cut my deck. I am using the Halloween deck by Karen Lee right now. Or the Halloween Tarot, sorry, by Karen Lee. And then I'm using the Kuan Yin Divine Feminine Oracle deck. And that is by Alana Fairchild. I love the artwork and the messages to this deck. They're elegant, they're beautiful, and the messages are spot on for me. So hopefully they are for you as well. If this resonates, leave a comment below. Let me know how it resonates. If you don't feel comfortable sharing your situation, just let me know it resonates. That's all you have to say. So thank you again for giving me a chance and wanting to learn and grow with us. So yay, we are bringing in our high vibe tribe. We're raising our vibration and we are learning how to navigate and deal with opportunities as they present themselves to us. So yay. All right, guys, let's get started. This is the message for our water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And the first card that pops out is Justice. And the second card that pops out is the King of Bats in reverse. And in this deck, bats are representative of swords. Swords represent the mind, thoughts, enlightenment, experience, knowledge, things of that nature, okay? Then the next card that popped out is the King of Imps. And imps represent wands in this deck. They represent passion, but they also represent work, What I mean by work is action, like the day-to-day stuff, not your job. That's not what I'm talking about. Not that type of work. I just mean things that happen, things that you work towards outside of your job, if that makes sense. Okay? And then we got the Queen of Bats. And again, bats are representative of swords. That's in reverse. We got the Knight of Imps. Again, imps are representative of wands. We got the Magician. And then we got the Four of Ghosts in reverse. And ghosts are representative of cups, emotions, okay? And that's in reverse. So it looks like 1, 2. Oh, and then the card at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Ghosts. So the Five of Cups, okay? So what I do is I acknowledge the message that comes from the top of the deck, the cards that just came out, and then I also acknowledge the card at the bottom of the deck. This, to me, is the overall energy for what this message is going to get into, okay? So let's figure it out. Okay, so we have the Five of Ghosts. Disappointment, disillusionment, sorrow, loss of friendship or love, valuing what remains after a loss, vain regret. What I get from this card is, like it said, loss. Okay, so notice the two buckets, this one and that one. Well, the ghost is dumping the bucket back into the water. And everyone's looking sad and, you know, basically it's regret. But here's what I'm getting. Everyone's focusing on this. And they seem to forget the bucket that they still have behind them. So maybe, I mean, it is regret, but it's loss. You're losing the water. You are, you lost something. You have emotions spilling out over this situation. But don't forget, there's still another bucket back there. Okay? Remember, things happen for you, not to you. Okay? So, the next card we're going to get to is Justice. And that is card number 11. Justice, fairness, equality. Achieving balance through elimination of excess baggage, ill-conceived ideas, and misdirected efforts. So something is going to balance itself out. Maybe you have all these ideas, all these things that you want to do, and really you don't have enough time. So maybe you're juggling too much, and in that process you will drop some things. The things that remain are what you really need to focus on. That's what I'm getting. See, the scales are balanced right now. And maybe Mr. Pumpkin Man already dropped what he didn't need. He's already realized what he needs and what he doesn't need to focus on. Because, let's see. That's his shoe. He's got some shrunken heads, a rat. There's a little voodoo doll at the bottom, bats, an owl, a raven on his shoulder. Birds are messengers. So maybe you are getting a message about what you need to let go of and what you need to focus on. And that will bring you justice. Then the King of Bats in reverse. So reversal cards are the opposite of the message. So I'm going to read the message in the upright position and then give you what I believe the reverse means. A strong, powerful authority figure with a penchant for law and justice. A firm enemy and a firm friend. This is either you or someone else. Wanting to be strong, wanting to be powerful, maybe wanting to take law and justice into your own hands. But that's not who you are. That's not what you're supposed to do. The universe, the cat, red eyes, don't take things into your own hands. Give them to God. Give them to your higher power. Give them to the universe. Don't take that away from God. That's his job. That's not yours. So, I get the King of Bats in reverse is you doing the correct thing. Giving it to God. Not taking matters into your own hands. Realizing you're strong enough to let it go. That's what I get from this. Okay, so then we move on to the King of Imps. And imps, again, are wands. A confident, creative entrepreneur with an eye for the arts. Honest, friendly, helpful, compassionate, hasty and impulsive. So this is also you. That's what I'm getting. This is who you are. Honest, friendly. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Maybe you are working on several different ideas. And you need to realize which ideas will be fruitful and which ideas will be a waste of your time. But this is you. This is you, water signs. This is the energy that I get. Don't be hasty and impulsive. Sometimes that's a good thing because wands can also represent speed, meaning rate of speed, like fast, okay? So if upright position, fast. Reverse, slow, okay? Maybe haste is what you need in this position. I don't know. We'll get more into the message. We'll figure that out. Okay, so that's funny. We have the King of Bats and the Queen of Bats, both in reverse. This is a, I don't want to say divine couple. That's not the word I'm looking for. But it's not very often that the mates in the same suit come out in a reading, let alone both in reverse. That is something, is what I'm trying to point out. This doesn't happen very often. Very rare. Very rare. So, we need to take note of that as well. Okay, so the Queen of Bats. Again, I'm going to read it in the upright and then interpret the reverse. A smart, intuitive, intense woman who lives alone. Confrontational, but not aggressively so. Emotionally detached, but not inhuman. Someone who's not afraid to cut people out of her life is what I'm getting from the upright message. Maybe this is not the time to be cutting people out of your life. You are smart. You are, you trust your intuition. See how the moon is smiling? And you have, a bat flying to you. So instead of cutting people out, now is the time to invite them in. And let's see. Do not, it says emotionally detached. I don't think you are emotionally detached. I think you are very emotional. And I don't mean that in a negative or judgmental way. Or water signs. Water is emotion. I think you are in tune with yourself. That's what I'm getting from this. You are very in tune with yourself. You trust yourself. The time for cutting people out is over. That's what this is. Okay. So now then, we're going to go to the Knight of Imps, and that was it. Came out in the upright position. An energetic idealist who defines himself by his actions. Well-intentioned, though sometimes unreliable. So, again, like a knight, actions define who he is, what he can achieve, what he can accomplish. He may be unreliable because of things that are outside of his control, which is not the end of the world. It's time to stop cutting people out. Be more mindful. That's what I'm getting from this. And then, if you're compassionate, you're not cutting people out because of things that you're not aware of. Compassionate. That's what I get from this. You are compassionate, and you need to remember that. Remember that, because the time will come when you will need to rely on that. Your compassion. Okay, sorry. Rearranging the cards. Setting them out. So, excuse me. This is someone else, though. You are the King of Imps and the Queen of Bats. That's what I'm getting. Emotional, but not in a bad way. Compassionate. And you would cut anybody out that did not serve your highest and greatest good. The time for cutting people out is over. The time for compassion is now. And compassion for others who have the best of intentions. That's what I'm getting from this. Well-intentioned, though sometimes unreliable. So, compassionate. Be compassionate. Don't forget your compassion when the best of intentions fall through. And I say that, but you know what I mean. We all have, plans. And sometimes God has a different plan for us. And what I mean is we still get to our destination. It just, the path changes. That's what I mean. Okay? So it may not happen on your timeline the way you had hoped. And the path may take you blue, 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 but you still get there. That's what I'm trying to say. The best of intentions don't always go from point A to point B directly. So when that happens, remember compassion and don't cut people out anymore. And then the King of Bats, what did it also say? Oh, yeah. Don't take justice into your own hands. justice is not for you. Okay? I'm not quite sure how that all fits in yet. You will know how this resonates. If you don't already know, we still have 2 more cards to cover, and then we'll figure it all out. The Magician. Okay? The Magician. Card number 1. A Faustian search for power through knowledge. Making things happen. Creative power, control, mastery, ambition. Seize opportunities. Take action. Power through knowledge, but I don't get this as an abuse of power. There is a difference between being powerful and balanced, knowing when to use that power and when not to use it. And if you think about it, here's the pentacle, the pumpkin. Pumpkins are representative pentacles in this deck. Here's the imp, which represents wands. The ghost, which represents cups. And the bat, which represents swords. And you are pulling a rabbit out of your hat from your own tools, your own creative endeavors. You are looking for knowledge, and you are seeking, you are finding it. You're not just seeking it. You've moved past seeking it into acquiring it, because you have realized you already have all the tools that you need. And look at the little infinity symbols. They're everywhere. They're surrounding you. Infinity means an attachment. No, not attachment. That's the wrong word. A connection to your higher power. You're connected with your higher power. And, oh, look. See in the oh, you guys can't see very well. The pumpkin's mouth, there's a snake biting its tail. That's representative in another one of my decks for the Magician. And again, it's an infinite circle, a never-ending circle. So your power is never-ending. But you have to realize that there's a balance. I mean, with great what is it? With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah. And then it's infinite. Once you realize you have everything it is that you need right within grasp, it will be, oh, how do I want to say this? No one will be able to stop you. And it's not like, oh, I'm badass, you know, no one can beat me. No, I mean, it's like that quiet confidence. I have everything I need. I'm protected. I know it. Everything is there. I am connected with my higher source, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but continuously. Continuously. So sorry guys, I thought I had loose hair. So, I mean, money, action, emotions, knowledge, that's what those represent, you know, and everybody is happy. The ghost is smiling, the imp is smiling, the skull is smiling, the pumpkin is smiling, and the universe is looking up at your creation. The universe. Okay, so then we get into the last card of the message. And that's the 4 of Ghosts. And again, ghosts represent cups. And it's in the reverse. So, I'm going to read it for upright and then interpret it in the reverse. Weariness, apathy, the inability to recognize kindness from others, overblown sense of problems at hand, old emotional baggage. You're not exhausted anymore. You're not apathetic. You are recognizing and appreciating and verbalizing the kindness that others show you. You are doing all of that. And it says overblown sense of problems at hand. You're seeing the problems, even if it's many. You see them, but you handle them one thing at a time. You're not blowing things out of proportion. You're strategically thinking, I have to do A, then I have to do A.1, then I have to do A.2, and then I can move on to B. And this is how I get to A. And then once I get to A, this is how I get to A.1. If that makes sense. So you are not weary and exhausted and burdened by all of these opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. This is great. Guys, this is great. So, okay. Let me see what order this message needs to come in, because I'm kind of getting this message everywhere. I think the Four of Ghosts is almost an end result. No, I really don't. I think Magician and Justice. Okay. So someone hurt you. Okay? You hurt someone or someone hurt you. Emotions. And you are very regretful. Maybe you're sad. Maybe you can't believe that they did that to you. But there's still other people out there that haven't hurt you. That's what I'm getting from this. Don't be focused on the regret. Don't be focused on these shitty ass people. Okay? Remember compassion. Remember, this bucket, we can't see if it's full. We can't see if it's empty. So if we're changing our vibration and if we're changing our thinking, it's full. All you got to do is pick up the handle, turn around and walk with it. Don't worry about this guy. Don't worry about these shitty ass people. They don't mean a thing. You've already cut them out of your life. You've already done it. Don't take justice into your own hands. That's the universe's job. The best of intentions may not happen as planned. This may be somebody else. This just may be your plans. Okay? But I get this is somebody else because this is the time to cut people off is done. So I feel like someone may be coming in. Again, imps are speed, rate of speed. And the horse breathing heavily. Look, he's running, he's jumping. They may come in at night. Someone is coming in. And they have the best of intentions. The best. However, things may be out of their control that they could not foresee or deal with, which is fair. That happens to everybody. Remember, the time for cutting people out is over with. It's time to show compassion and understanding. It's time to transmute those hurt feelings into compassion and understanding. And by doing so, actually, you are doing that because this is in reverse. If you weren't, I would say you weren't if this card were in the upright. but it's in reverse. You're understanding how things are working. You may not understand completely, but you have an idea is where I'm going with that, okay? And you are dealing with things as they come. You are not overburdened. You're not exhausted. You're not weary. You are just, it is what it is. This is what I have to do. I'm going to pull up my big girl panties. Sorry, I'm a girl. I'm going to pull up my big girl britches and I'm going to handle my business. That's what kings and queens do. Handle business. Double king. So remember, don't take justice into your own hands and show compassion and understanding. Just because you're a king doesn't mean you're better than everyone else. King still puts his pantaloons, his fucking stockings, whatever, on one leg at a time like the rest of them. Like the rest of us. No one is any better than anyone else. We just make different choices. That's what determines, that's what separates us. How we deal with the opportunities that we are given. Okay? And you are dealing with them beautifully. Just as you should. Good job. Because you have realized you're whole and complete. You have all the tools that you need to tackle all of these obstacles. See how the moon is smiling? Your intuition. Intuition. You are divinely connected. You have more power than you realize. But what I get from that is people who realize they have power don't force it on other people. That's what I'm talking about by that quiet confidence, that quiet power. Just because you have it doesn't mean you have to flex it. That is the difference. You are understanding this. It's a knowledge and a thirst for power, but I don't mean that in like in a frantic way. I think it's more knowledge than it is power. I think with the knowledge comes the realization of the power behind the knowledge. That's where I'm getting with that. And you'll also get the insight as to what needs to be left behind, what needs to be dropped from the scales to balance them. I mean, the scales are balanced. So you realized what needed to be left behind and what didn't. I think that's pretty good. It's a tough decision sometimes to leave things behind. People, places, things. It's very tough. This shows great strength and courage. Because you've balanced your scales. I think you may have 3 projects going on. 1, 2, 3. And you found a balance between them. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. That's really good. Okay, let's get an oracle card. See what else they have to say. Blessings of the Moon Maiden. Card number 2. Okay. Okay, I can't wait. I just saw something and it just clicked. The Moon Maiden with her lucky hair. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I just lost my page of the book too. That's okay. It's card number 2. It's at the beginning. The Moon Maiden with her lucky hair brings auspicious tidings of prosperity and abundance to you now. The universe seeks to replenish, restore, and create through you. The magician is a manifestation, is a manifester. He creates. The universe seeks to replenish, restore, and create through you. The universe is going to restore justice, not you. I'm trying to find all my cards. Okay, sorry. It's a mess down here. I pick up a card, I drop it, and don't pay attention, and then I need to find it, and then every card is like turned over. So then I'm flipping cards. Sorry. Anyways, allow yourself to receive. Where'd I go? Allow yourself to receive beyond what you have thought is possible by opening your heart with gratitude now. Compassion and understanding. Let the blessings of good fortune from the beloved Maiden of the Moon, Kuan Yin, flow easily into your life now. Guys, that's pretty awesome. Lucky hair. So you have luck, prosperity, abundance, restoration, creation, gratitude, good fortune, all of this. And all you have to do, it's coming to you. And all you have to do is allow it to flow easily into your life now. Time for cutting things off is done. The time for cutting things out is done. Allow it to come in. Looking for the card. Allow it to come in. Allow it. It will, if it hasn't already, it will bring balance. Thank you so much, guys. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Hit the little bell to be notified of any new videos that come out. Check out the description box below. Check it out. If you know me, if you want a reading, reach out to me. Let's work something out. I'm working on being set up to do readings for my viewers. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude, guys. Gratitude. Thank you so much for spending your day with me. You could be doing so many other things, and you just gave me that much of your day. So I really do appreciate it. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm at a blank. So I guess there's not much else to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And peace, love, and happiness, guys. Bye.